When you think you deserve something but you're not getting the results you expected. When someone makes you feel that you're not good enough. When someone insults you for your work and continuously finds faults in you, disreputes you with abuse. When your partner shouts at you frequently and wants to change you. When you are getting constant pressure to change your career from what you love doing, all these situations can lead you to burst out and express anger at some point in your life. And maybe you had, I personally did, but when I see the after effects of expressing anger, now I don't feel very proud of the responses that I did in the state of anger. In fact, I remember one day my sister was talking to my father about my career, my future and the job that I was doing, the videos and the personal development classes that I was making. She was concerned as I was not making enough money back then. I happened to listen to that conversation between them and she said quite harsh words that really hurt me. She talked about me being irresponsible towards the family as Papa was also aging. And I was only concentrating on activities that were not yielding money like making videos and designing classes back then. She was really concerned, but for me her words came as a shock and brought immense hurt because I was really trying hard and giving my 100% to what I like doing. When I talked to her later in the night because I was hurt, I fumed with anger. I said a lot of bad words to her, including that it's also your responsibility to take care of the family. I said bad words about her husband also because I felt both of them were pressurizing me to change my job. I was not on good talking terms with my sister after that for close to 2 months because I was angry with her for she didn't understand what I really wanted to do. But in true honesty, she was really concerned in a good way towards the family, but because I got angry, I didn't respond well and it still hurts me for the bad words that I said. You see, this is what anger does. It spoils your relationship. You tend to say bad words which you later regret. You tend to lose control of yourself because the fire is fuming within you to reciprocate. You tend to disrespect people. You tend to make bad decisions, and in that state of anger, you just want to prove yourself right. You want revenge. Then and there. I'm sure you would have also experienced this at some point in your life as well, where you burst with anger and you regretted it later, right? I think it would have definitely happened with you. In the words of Lawrence Douglas Wilder, anger doesn't solve anything. It builds nothing, but it can destroy everything. Ambrose Bierce says, speak when you're angry and you'll make the best speech you'll ever regret. And I think both of those statements are very true if we really see the instances of our lives and reflect upon what we did when we were angry at someone. Within our hearts, we know that getting angry or being angry is not the best thing. In fact, Swami Vivekananda used to say, it is the fools who can't get angry, the wise don't get angry. He basically meant for the after effects of why the wise people don't get angry. And I know that you are wise. Hence, my dear friend, in this video, I'm going to share with you tips that will help you get rid of your anger in the long term. The very first tip is to see what are your anger beliefs. Do you think that when you get angry, your work happens and your staff listens to you? Do you think that anger will come at some point? In India, people used to say in Hindi that gussa to aayega hi kabhi na kabhi, which means at some or the other point, anger will come. Do you hold anger in good light and think without it you cannot function or make things and people work for you? Is that your belief? Look at your anger beliefs and see whether you have really kept anger as your friend. Until you realize that anger is not good, you cannot work on getting rid of it. Just look at the after effects that we have discussed above for changing your anger beliefs. Look at my results. The second essential tip is to channelize anger in the right direction. This means when someone says that you are not good enough for something, listen to that person patiently and don't reciprocate with your words, even if you're getting the strongest of urges at that moment to reciprocate. Use your internal force to achieve what you want to and rather show with your actions the result. When the whole world was against Elon Musk, where people were saying that electric cars don't have a future, they cannot go long distances. He kept on hearing those statements. He got angry, but he channelized his anger to focus towards his action, to what he needs to do. And hence he founded Tesla Motors, an electric car company, majorly because of which he became the richest man in the world in the year 2022. So channelize your anger towards expediting your actions, towards motivating you for what you want to achieve than reciprocating at that moment through your words. In my example, where I discussed above about my sister saying me irresponsible, a better response would have been to show through my work that I am doing good, rather than saying the bad words that I did, right? The third tip that works to get rid of anger is to think compassionately of others and not keep high expectation. This means that when you think your partner is not improving and is doing the same mistakes again and again, give them chance. And don't expect them to suddenly change for you and become better. Keep your expectations to the minimum from everybody. Just do your work and duty as you are supposed to do. When you expect and when your expectation does not meet, that is when we get angry. So expect less and give others a chance that they can make mistakes. Don't keep the stiffness of thoughts against one person for long time. Forgive them from heart, because if you keep stiffness from them, every time you see that person, you'll get angry, even when that person has not even spoken to you. This happens a lot in relationships that are going through tough time. Just think compassionately of your partner and try forgiving them, even if you don't want to be with them. Forgiving releases you internally. The fourth tip that works when you're about to get angry because someone is raising their voice and saying bad words to you is to just listen patiently and calmly to them when they're shouting at you. This means not engaging in the altercation, not throwing your bad words, and instead just absorbing what they're saying at that moment. Hold yourself, even if you're getting the strongest urges to speak. Just hold yourself at that point. Listening to those words will definitely be painful, but by engaging in an altercation, you are going to make it worse. By being silent, you'll pass on with that way. And that does help, especially in your relationships. The fifth tip that works is to read spiritual books, gain the meaning of life, and read the lives of great people who work calmly under pressure. For me, MS Dhoni, the former Indian cricket captain, has been an inspiration who stays calm even during the toughest of hours in cricket match. Reading about his life and studying him enables me to appreciate the value of calmness in daily life. Read lives of great monks, great people like Bill Gates, and you'll realize the words of Maxime Legace, where she said, "The smarter you get, the more you realize anger is not worth it." The sixth tip, the last tip, is a accumulation of short-term tips and solutions that you can use immediately to overcome when you are angry. The first is you can switch your attention from that situation or people and you may go to a different place altogether. For example, if your senior has scolded you for your work in your office, try to go away from that place where it all happened. Maybe in the washroom for some time. This just to get that heat in your mind to pass away. You can also go to play your favorite sport when you're getting a burst of anger within you. You can also try physical distancing yourself from a person whom you feel is constantly irritating you and leading you to get angry. You can dress up well, go outside, and maybe discuss the situation with your well-wisher and best friends. You can use all these short-term tips, but you should strive towards eliminating anger over the long term, as we have discussed in the first 5 tips. Just remember a Chinese proverb where it says, if you're patient in one moment of anger, you will escape 100 days of sorrow. So let's get the anger out of our life and be happier than choosing to be sorrowful in our life if we are angry. We have discussed quite a lot in this video about getting rid of anger and living a calm life. However, if you wish to learn more about simple shifts that you need to make to live a more peaceful life, you can consider taking my class on 7 simple shifts to lead a more peaceful life, where I have shared short-term strategies and 7 long-term solutions to deal with difficult situations in your life. I'll make sure to attach the link in the description, so feel free to check that out. I think I have spoken quite a lot now. Share what you think about the video in the comment section, and feel free to also share your strategy to deal with anger. We are on this journey of personal transformation together, so remember it. If you like the video, feel free to give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends whom you feel it will help in their anger journey. If you want us to meet again and again, consider subscribing to the channel and hitting the notification bell so that you remain updated with my upcoming videos. Bye for now, take super care of yourself. Many thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.